Okay. Yes. I am going to, since Twitter has disabling like third-party clients left and right, I thought this would be a good time to archive and show a bit of LiveTweet, which was the Twitter application made for PlayStation Vita. Now I'm using my PlayStation TV, and yeah, so I'll show you it in the store first. It's still available to download. It's really sad seeing the store load up because like a lot of like hateful boyfriends been delisted and stuff. I have it, so I just haven't played it on. I have it on for PS Vita and PlayStation 4. I actually have it for a lot of systems. But yes. This is the PlayStation Store. I wish Nintendo would do what PlayStation did, which is where you have to have balance on your account, but they didn't take down the stores. But yeah, poor PlayStation now. Okay, you can't find it by searching Twitter. Like if you search Twitter, like you can tell what I've searched. Tetris and Shin Megami Tensei. There's no content items. You have to search tweet or LiveTweet, but it's easier just to search tweet. See, there's tweet. It's made by it was a official application from Twitter made for the Sony PlayStation Vita. That was like made in conjunction. It's from 2012, by the way. Yeah, it's free. I already have it installed. It's only 4 megabytes. It's compatible with the PlayStation Vita system only. Overview. LiveTweet is a bespoke Twitter app that allows you to find and follow users, compose tweets, retweet, and view updates from your friends, favorite celebrities, and industry experts, all via your PS Vita system. Features. Access the real-time Twitter information network to read or compose your own tweets up to 140 characters. Find and follow anyone on Twitter, then contribute to discussions or simply keep an eye on the topics that interest you. Take photos using the PS Vita system's front or rear camera and add them to your tweets. Start to build your own following and exchange direct messages with your followers. Check out trending topics to see what's being said right now about everything from your favorite PlayStation games to TV, sports, or politics. Some functions and features may not be available on PlayStation TV. One player, 100 kilobytes minimum. This application does not recognize the network level that parental control for sub-accounts. Twitter is a trademark of Twitter Incorporated. Twitter account is required for use. Is subject to Twitter terms and conditions, which can be found at twitter.com/TOS. And you notice it's an HTTP, not HTTPS. Developed by Sony Computer Entertainment America. Contact us privacy policy. Yeah. Anyway, it was an app made specifically, like official app made specifically for the PlayStation Vita. You notice it only has 140 characters. That's because it has not been, it's an old app. Yeah, I mostly use it, like on Vita for uploading screenshots to Twitter from the Vita because it's kind of convoluted to do the email app, and it's even more convoluted to do like send it by Gmail, which is what I used to do on 3DS to upload stuff. Because since Sony took down the ability to send messages on PlayStation Vita and PlayStation TV, that's what I used to use. I used to send myself messages and use the app like on the phone to download them and then upload them to Twitter and stuff. That's what I did mostly for my my Persona 4 Dancing All Night playthrough and Dancing in Moonlight. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what this is going to load, if this is actually going to work, because I have not opened it on the PlayStation TV in a long time. because my PlayStation TV I mostly use for remote play, and then I play offline PlayStation 4 games with it, or stream Twitch, like when Desert Quest is on. But yeah, we'll look, like we got in browser, PlayStation Plus. There's like no documentation. Like usually with Twitter apps, if you scroll down, it shows like more information or has like a manual up here. Like here, I'll try to show you on. I don't really have a lot here. Do I have any down here? Okay, yeah, we have Hateful Boyfriend. But see, like there's more information, like friend stuff, and there's like a manual there. There's not for the LiveTweet. So we'll see what loads, because I have not used this, and it might not. I know it's still showing in my connected apps on my Twitter settings, so it hasn't been nuked yet, but a bunch of apps that hadn't been nuked with the first lot when Tweetbot and Twitterrific and Echophone and stuff went down. I'm sad that they nuked Geneditor. I used to use Geneditor a lot. I used to use TweetDeck Air, the original before it got bought by Twitter, and I stopped using it because my it wouldn't let me add all my accounts, so I just ended up using Geneditor, and like I ended up having, like when I would like have to factory reset or switch computers, I would have to like copy my app data, because Geneditor, you couldn't add any more accounts to it, which is why I'm kind of like, that they, got rid of it, because it was a Windows desktop application, and yeah, I used to use it because it was like similar to old TweetDeck. So yeah, another thing I'm pissed about is the removal of source labels. But anyway, we'll open this. But Geneditor got nuked. TweetAiry, which was the other one I still use a lot. But then the ones that, like Geneditor Pro on Android, didn't get 35 seconds ago. I wonder if this is actually up to date. Yeah, it must be up to date, because I wasn't following, unless it must have loaded. I figured it was going to load, like, backdate it. Anyway. And this is, like, impossible to see on this. With my capture card hooked up, the brightness is really up high. But yeah, because there's people I wasn't following previously. So yeah, it's simple. It doesn't load like the full tweet, and it links to the web browser. But the legacy Twitter website is down, so it won't actually load the tweet. Legacy Twitter website went down quite a while ago. Like, if I have to use that, I use dabber.co.uk if it's an older device, like my 3DS. But yeah, we'll try tweeting. Yeah. We'll put yo. I don't... Oh, crap. Haven't texted on the Vita TV in a long time. Like, I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Okay. I don't want to do line break. Okay. Took me a while to figure out how to do it, because I haven't done it for so long. Anyway. Yo-yo. And you can upload an image. I don't know what I have for saved images last. But this is what I would use it for, like screenshots. We'll upload a screenshot of the live tweet. But yeah, it's really hard to see because it's going through an HDMI splitter, because the PlayStation TV is protected, and it's so hard to see on my TV because the brightness is up so high. Anyway, release to refresh, and we have this, and it says it's from PlayStation Vita, which is, it still shows the source code. So yeah, just the screenshot. You can't save them, but what I would do, when I was using it actively on my PlayStation Vita handheld, I would screenshot this. Anyway. But, yeah, you can reply, you can retweet. I don't think, yeah, there's no conversation. And you can view the profile of the person. Let's see, it shows the tweet shortener. I'm actually surprised it shows the tweet shortener. Actually, yeah, it would show that. Because prior to, I think it was 2012 actually, Twitter used to not have like a shortener. So like you'll look up older tweets and they'll have, you know, a direct like plain text tweet, like a plain text link URL. Anyway, yeah. So there's me. And you can see the following, followers, favorites, because it's still favorites, because that's another thing people seem to forget. Twitter used to use favorites, and you can still get to the favorites page by using, like, replacing likes with favorites. I don't know how it works now because they've changed the website so much, so it might not work now. Like, again, they got rid of the old mobile and m.twitter. But, yeah, favorites, tweets, lists, and mentions. So we'll look up tweets. Yeah, I just retweeted that Jen Etter was down. This poor person. It's just Jen Etter's dead. And it shows Twitter from Android. Yeah, just some Obey Me tweets. I don't know if what it picks for the background color. If it just picks like a generic, because, or if it goes by like profile picture, because my default link color, like Twitter used to be really customizable. It used to be like MySpace or like LiveJournal and stuff, like the old, you know, you'd have like a background, you'd have a header image. Like I've been around before there was header images. But you'd have like, you'd pick one of the default Twitter backgrounds from Twitter or upload your own image, and then you'd have like your own scheme. Like you could have like, I had like one that was like Vancouver Canucks theme that I made for myself. But my default one is like a maroon color, and you can still see it if someone has an older account and you load it up in the app or TweetDeck for just a brief second while it's loading their Twitter image, like header image. It will just flash like the color. That's another thing I like about TweetDairy, is that you could edit someone's, like an account's profile to change that, even though you can no longer access old Twitter and like the old plugins and stuff that used to be able to access it can't. Like, cause they've completely taken down the legacy website. But yeah, there's that. We'll just go through all these. My following, that's me. That was me testing. I recently made, like, well, I had one for a while, a Twitter developer account, but I recently applied, and got it, you know, to play around with the API, and, because I was thinking of, using the Dabber open source code to make my own version of it in case it goes down for feature phones, in case I ever have to use, like, the 3DS or the PlayStation Vita, stuff like that. Yeah, Gavin Blair, one of the creators of Reboot, followed me today. This person is excellent. I don't know how well this is showing up, because it's, you know, white text on a light blue background with up contrast because of the splitter. But yeah, that's my, followers. Tweets, you've seen that. Favorites. Yeah, I just liked a bunch of sad about Janitor going down. My lists. Lists I'm on. Lists you follow, like lists by you. Lists following you. I don't really follow any lists because I never really use the list feature. I started trying to make like a list of my following when they were changing like the For You tab and stuff, but I never really did it. And this is just mentions. Yeah, this is the person. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my fuck. I don't know if it'll show me the... Yeah. Oh, it's a really nice shade of coral. Conversation. Yeah. Yeah, this... I'll see if it shows to me. Yeah, like this too also has 2 images in it. But anyway, this is my favorite PlayStation, or Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3 portable fan art. And I set it as my Twitter picture because I said, hoping to find the artist, because, like, I saved it years ago, and the only one I could find is someone reposted it on LiveJournal without a source in 2009, and then there was an image board, like one of those, like Zero Chan, whatever, type ones where they save, like, they upload unsourced fan art and stuff from 2010, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I figured it was an Oikaki BBS drawing because of the style. It looks like it was drawn with like the mouse or like the, MS Paint pen tool. And a lot of those, they were only temporary. They'd go down after a while. So I figured it was saved from that, and it was like lost to the ether. And this person who is obsessed, like me, our OTP is Theodore, with the female protagonist from Persona 3 Portable, sent me the link to the Pixie site, and I'm so happy. Oh my fuck. I'm just overjoyed because I could finally tell the artist it was my favorite art for the last, like, for years. Like, I'm talking, like, years. Like a decade. At least. It's from 2009, by the way, the game. Yeah, it won't show me, like, also, like, this is a video. But it won't show me the video, I don't think. Maybe. No. Just load the screenshot of Obey Me. Because Enter the Cyberverse released today in Lonely Devil. And there was a really intense scene in it with Barb and Simeon, like, getting into a fight. And I was so happy that they released it so people could see, the with the new Super Smash Devils pop quiz. Yeah, mentions, like, again, it doesn't even show, like, who favorited your tweets. Like, a lot of these older apps, like, that's Janitor didn't show it either. Like, Janitor Pro didn't show your favorite, so that's why I was like, bucko, we got rid of it, even though it's not replacing the official Twitter app. Like, some, like Tweetbot and stuff, were a lot better alternatives, like TweetDeck and stuff. Direct messages, I don't really have a lot of direct messages. I don't even think it will load because a lot of these, oh, it did. Yeah, I just have like a lot of spam. Yeah, and you can go to lists here and search trends. I don't know if that's screenshot that. I don't know what these are. Yeah, we'll look at Lifeline Game. Yeah, you can see Persona was last searched. But yeah, I probably haven't opened it on the PlayStation TV in probably 2020. Lifeline Game. Yeah, it's the hashtag for Lifeline, but a lot of my older tweets are just tagged Lifeline instead of Lifeline Game. This is me tweeting. Yeah. I forgot I had cross-posting on. I'm gonna have to delete these. Actually, maybe not. No, these aren't. I don't have to delete these. But you see the for captain. That's me. That's my me trying the API myself. So I sent these as like tests through it. Like, apparently it's really hard to get approved for elevated status, especially right now with the changes they made. They made changes. They didn't convey it. They shut things down. No transparency. No nothing. And people scrambled. Like, first you thought, well, maybe it's just a glitch because Twitter's deteriorating because of they have barely any staff and things are being changed and tweaked without worrying about the consequences. Stuff's breaking. Like, they broke the two-factor authentication option for a while and stuff like that. People getting locked out of their accounts. You wonder if it's malicious deliberateness, or if it was something failing, or if something broke, like if it was going to come back, what. But apparently it was deliberate. But yeah. Oh, it shows the old style search. Previously with Twitter search, if you search something, it would show like the most recent retweets of it, like if it was in a hashtag. So yeah, it's showing this person has like a final animation project and they did for Lifeline, and it's really, really cool. So yeah, it's just showing retweets. That's why that was there, because my retweets about it. Because Lifeline 2 was removed from, you can search people too. Yeah. There's Lifeline. I wish Mars would get back to me, because they haven't tweeted for like 200 days. Because I'm wondering if like they have a backup archive, but there's so much history and stuff. I can't back up my Twitter archive. It's really depressing for me because my Twitter archive's like 24 gigabytes, and my internet craps out, my home internet. And I've tried other places, and it finishes, and you think, oh, it's fine, but it's missing like a chunk from it. So I'm gonna have to wait till I go visit my friend. Well, he has fiber optics, incredibly fast. To try to download it in such a fast speed, because even with the hotel internet stuff, it still took several hours. So it on my own internet, it times out. So, in settings, you can, there's your profile, delete account information, you can log out, that's what it is, and intellectual property notices. The software is based in part on the work of the independent, I think it's JPEG group. Again, this is white text on a light blue background. Oh, if you're wondering too, the LiveTweet, and this is the Twitter's old color scheme. They originally weren't a light blue. They were more of a teal color, like a cyan. But yeah, copyright 1988 to 1997, Sam Leifer. Yeah. I cannot read that on this. Silicon Graphics software is provided as is and without warranty of any kind. Yeah. Just a bunch of different stuff. Squish, copyright, 2006 Simon Brown. I can't read the rest of that. And 2013 Sony Computer Entertainment Incorporated, all rights reserved. So yeah. But yeah, that's how things are with LiveTweet. But see, it's kind of like the blend of the old Twitter text with the newer, like, medium range update. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, what I usually use, I probably won't work because I'm using, like, my internet. I usually just use it for remote play. I'm expecting them to probably discontinue this. Because they've really increased the requirements for the network speed you have. Like, I have my PlayStation TV hooked in with a LAN cable, and only sometimes it's strong enough to do. But yeah, like, Vita introduced the, like, header images for PlayStation profile, but I never use them. I still use my, like, default PlayStation 3 one. Oh, it actually loaded. Yeah, I thought about doing some things here, but the quality's just not good enough to do. I might as well just wait. Or, like, when I was playing alone with you, I would, record the video and play through that way, and then upload it. But, like, you can't stream with your microphone. You used to be able to, like, hook your through party chat, but you can't do that anymore. They removed the party option for PlayStation Vita as well. But yeah, Persona 3 Portable. Yeah, my most recent, like, Overwatch 2 is what the disc is. I know Overwatch 2 doesn't require disc now, but I still have Overwatch Origins disc in. Portable Cookstar, the PDP Cloud remote app. I really recommend their updated remotes. Like, it's not new. I think it's like 2018. But the old one I had, it would connect for like probably an hour at the most. Sometimes it would do a few days, but it would unpair and I have to repair it. This one stays connected for days, and usually it's fine unless I've, like, forgotten it and sat it in the chair and, like, sat on it, and it's had, like, a button pressed on, then it will unpair itself and I have to repair it. And it works with the TV. The other one had to be manually as a universal remote with the TV. The TV I got never had a remote with it, and I never got a universal one for it, so the other one would turn it off but wouldn't turn it back on, but it did work with the volume, so that was helpful. But this one works with the volume, turns it off, turns it on. Like, it's excellent. Star Trek Online, so happy Arts and Minds. Axiom Verge 2, I got for PlayStation Plus. I just downloaded it because it didn't give me the option to add to my library. Just Capcom Arcade Stadium, I thought I'd try that. Spotify I was using recently. I use that a lot when I'm writing. If I'm in, like, the kitchen, I'll just put that on for, like, ambient noise instead of using my phone. I bought that Who Pressed Mute on Uncle Marcus because that was on sale with the holiday sale. I bought that and Dark Knights of Poe Monroe. I think I paid like $3 and something for Dark Knights of Poe Monroe. I was so happy to finally get it. It's the prequel, alternate universe type thing of the Shapeshifting Detective. I'm really looking forward to playing that. Internet browser. I used to use a lot, like, to check my email and stuff, and to, like, show my mom stuff. Like, if I wanted to get something on Amazon, or my mom had asked me to look up something for her, I would, load Amazon up in the web browser here and show her on the TV so she could see easier. And, like, if I had, like, for some reason it only loads the basic Facebook, but it can still show images and stuff if you go through it. It's like the old feature phone style Facebook. So I use that to show her, like, if I had images to show her, like, pictures and stuff. Doesn't load video. Media player. That's like if you use thumb drive. I use that a lot. If I copy my video files off onto a thumb drive, and then I check to make sure that they've copied. 2-Point Campus. Library. Just a bunch of stuff. YouTube is probably my most used application. I put it on, and then I do stuff. I have a nap with it on, an ambient noise, like I sleep in my chair sometimes. Tubi I've started using since I was on vacation in June. It has a lot of interesting things. It has a lot of weird, like, sci-fi indie movies that you can't find much information on. Um, that's where I first watched Automata. I love that. It's like it's a mini series made into a movie. Like I think it's by Dust. Anyway, it's like an alternate universe, um, like Prohibition era. Only it has androids, and it's about a detective and his partner, like a private detective. He left the force, um, and his android partner solving a murder. It's really good. I wish they made more. It's just excellent. Portable, capture gallery. Capture gallery loads so slow because I have so many screenshots. I really gotta go through them. It just sucks that you can't select all without selecting the trophy ones. Because then I have to go through manually. Um, yeah, Cookstar. Shitty rip-off game. Plex I use a lot too. Um, yeah, that stuff. Funimation I opened by accident, so now it's in my, you know, and I downloaded it because I was like, before Crunchyroll bought them, that's where Obey Me was, like the anime side. Downloaded it. I was like, oh well, I'll keep it in case I need it. And I opened it by accident recently. Twitch, I mostly just use. I used to use it for food a lot. Like there's a channel, I think it's called Hungry now. But yeah, browser, media player, 2 Point Campus, Alan Wake, Among Us. Unusual Findings. I stopped playing that just because I got sick, and then Minnow got sick, and I haven't had the energy to. Insomnia Files, Disco Elysium, 2 Point Campus, Cuphead, like stuff I've played recently. The Nirvana Initiative I haven't played yet. Yeah, like just a bunch of stuff. I don't have as much as I used to because my external hard drive died and I had to replace it and re-download stuff. So yeah, not as much as there used to be. Dailymotion, I was so happy there was a PS4 app. It was like the first one I downloaded when I got my PS4, and then they discontinued it. And they didn't even give a notice that they discontinued it. It just stops loading. I have to replay The Wolf Among Us in case they will release The Wolf Among Us 2, but by then it will probably be for PlayStation 5 instead of backwards compatible, so I can't upload my choices anyway. My choices were originally done on the PlayStation 3. So yeah. Yeah, you can do like in a rest mode from here, and it shuts it down and throws you back out. Or you can just go to live area. But yeah, I'm surprised LiveTweet still works. But yeah, I don't have hardly anything on here because I don't use the PlayStation TV for much, and it only has a little bit of space. I've never bought another memory card for it. I have a spare memory card, but I'm saving it because I need it for my PlayStation Vita, and I had another one, but it's gone missing. But yeah, trophy information. One of my friends was online when I was on last. Yeah, I downloaded Hateful Boyfriend for here. Yeah, it always will tell you have new messages, but they're not new messages. They're just like the Messenger applications did. It will show what it will show is, you know, invitations. It still shows invitations. Invitations were needed for a lot of trophies, so I'm glad they kept them. I really don't like the screen. It's annoying. It's only on PlayStation TV, so it's not on Vita. But yeah, there's different stuff that it has. A lot of these have been discontinued. You can still do friends. I can show you my trophies. Hasn't synced in a while, so like it's synced on the menu, so I guess it's fine. Oh, I have to fix that. Sometimes my PlayStation 3 will forget my coloring for my profile. Anyway. I don't have an About Me set here. I think it's just balances power on the PlayStation 3, and then it used to be like are you like used to be Are You a Magician, and then it's like you know, the fun Yarinpa from 999. Anyway, yeah, so that's LiveTweet from 2012 for Twitter, and yeah.